This is Firefly. In case you don't know me, I am a playtester for FNAF World Refreshed, and I've been there during the development of it, at least, while 1.5 was working. Uh, so, it was brought to my attention that apparently there was a critique given to us. Now, I'm hopeful, but the team doesn't seem to be doesn't seem to think that there's much constructive criticism. It's 7 minutes long, so I figured, let's see. At the very least, I can get good content out of out of cringing at the critique, but maybe there'll be something worthwhile. Who knows? Let's begin. All right. Immediate thing. FNAF World is flashing lights, so epilepsy warning for the entire video. Good on you for getting a warning. However, there does exist two settings in the main menu that undo the flashing lights and shaking screen. So note your way through that. Are there captions? There are not. Oh. Huh. Well, good on you for noticing. I take back what I just said. Alright.
When you think of Five Nights at Freddy's, you probably think of the Sin Survive games. However, FNAF is really good with other genres. Most new games are free roam, 5 Laps is being made right now, and FNAF World exists. FNAF World is bad. I don't need to tell you this. You probably already know that. This game has so many flaws, it'd take 5 nights to count them. So someone obviously tried to make it better. FNAF World Refreshed is a revamp of FNAF World. That's all I really knew coming into this, so that's all you'll know. Anyways.
Let's see.
Care.
The first couple areas are, well, they're the same. Minus DD being at area 4 now. Also, battles are like completely different now for some reason. Every character has 4 attacks. Enemies now have waves. There's an actual attack order, and special attacks exist. Once that bar fills, you can do a special attack. That's basically all for area 1. Time to go to area 2. After almost dying to Phantom Chica, I decided to fight the new boss, Totecap.
He really wasn't that hard.
And now we're in area 3.
He wasn't meant to be. It was more just I'm pretty sure how the guys figured is just all other like the multiple other areas have like a necessary boss for progression. Honestly, we might want to make one for Lillier Lake. Maybe. I don't know, I'll bring it up to him. And it's not a story continuation yet, but it will be. We're working on it.
So I bought something from Wallbit. Don't know why I didn't do that sooner. After getting Withered Chica, I beat the Snowman. Don't care to remember his name. That's what.
Okay, don't care to remember his name. Friend, it's right down here. You have the footage. You can... You can look and see Bouncer's name.
Don't care to remember his name. That's what I won right there. That's what I won. This is why I'm here.
Yay!
This lantern is kind of useless. Yeah, sure, it's to light up the caves, but I'm not usually in the caves. Also, it's such a band-aid fix. Just remove the darkness. No one would be complaining if it was gone. Anyways, bite flip side.
Now, I will understand. I do understand where you're coming from with that. However, that's boring. Like, the whole thing is we have the caves, and they are dark because they're, dark caves. If we just took away the darkness in those dark caves, it'd kind of screw with the point of having the dark caves in the first place. So it's not really a band-aid fix. And it's also not that useless, considering it also applies to the Ice Caves area and the Geist Lair, so you can more easily see where you're going. So it is useful in navigating your way through extra content. But I'm gonna guess that you didn't really care about that.
Now I'm here. If I don't see DD, you know what I have to do? I have to restart the entire game. Every time you play the DD minigame, there's a random chance that you can get DD if you catch the pearl. And there's already a pearl achievement. Why not just get DD by catching 5 pearls?
I will say I do like that. I Dee Dee is the one that I don't really uh like when it comes to unlocking because of the whole complete RNG thing. However, you don't need to completely restart. Dee Dee comes back, and on top of that, if you miss, like don't catch anything, you can just go again. That's been a thing since base FNAF World.
All this would do is discourage constant resetting, and I think that's a pretty good thing, personally. Also, why is Freddy on a lily pad now? Flip side.
We put him on a lily pad because we just felt like it. Also, I know I say we. I'm not the one actually developing. I'm not the one making the creative decisions. I just say we because it's fun.
Area 5, I don't care. I just realized his name is a living tombstone. Plus 1 sin. The mine.
You, wow, going against Living Tombstone, huh? You got something against that? You got something against the celebration of the franchise? Do yas? Ah, well, everyone's entitled to their opinion with that.
Are just the same here, by the way, except the wave counter makes them bad. How does Dawkins start his videos? He goes like, "What's going on, guys? Dawkins back again." I had to start grinding so I could do the caves, which isn't a good thing.
You mean you had to start grinding to continue in a harder area of the RPG? What? Okay, some of the criticisms have been good. That one is just bad. Also, the whole like enemies are the same. Yes, this is supposed to be we're not trying to make FNAF World 2. We're trying to make FNAF World but better. If we change the enemies, we might as well have just made a whole new game. We save the new enemies for the new areas.
I don't want to grind. I don't want to sit there for 30 minutes doing nothing. I'd rather be in the third layer of the flip side. He's right behind me, isn't he? Now we're in. Get out of there. You can't afford any of that. Get out of there. Now. Get out of there. Now we're in.
Excuse me. We can't afford any of that. Get out there. My friend, you can't even get your footage correct. You can absolutely afford XFO and UFO. You can afford all three of these. Bruh. Also, the waves counter, that was made so that you could actually had a chance to use your super moves. And plus, somewhat lowers the time bonus, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't unintentional. That was just a happy side effect. And on top of that, the entire wave system. Again, there's a setting that you can just do to turn that off. Same with the characters having 4 moves. There's gameplay settings if you had just checked them out.
Get out of there. You can't afford any of that. Get out of there. Now we're in Area 6. Where are you? Okay, now that we got that. Area 6 is okay. It's just Pinwheel Circus again. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it'd be good if it had a predator in it. The Candy Cane has...
Okay, I'll get you with that. We weren't... The group wasn't aware of that. That will be removed next update.
Literally 2 minigames and also endless mode. This is like if you went...
Yeah, there's only 2 minigames because that's why 1.5 isn't a fully public build and is only on the Discord, because it's not... Well, I don't really want to say it's not complete. It's just, there's more to add at the moment. So, we're working on it, just be patient. Though I will give you the fucking, flip side needing to be removed. We're gonna be doing that.
To your local arcade, and they had Pac-Man and Galaga and the third layer of hell. I don't like endless mode, and all you'll get for it is Candy Cadet. I never used Candy Cadet. Anyways, I go to the fun house, I kill...
Well, that's your fault. If you don't want to use them, then don't go... If you don't use them, then don't go for them. You know, you have options to not do the things and not see some content. Plus, endless mode is actually pretty fun because it gets you tickets, which gets you skins.
You get the gist by now. Anyways, after killing Pork Patch,
Oh, I'm in a new area. I'm flattered. It only took me 2 hours.
auto gift boxes. You know, for one of 2 new areas, this place is really small. It's about the size of the first area. Not to mention, there's a random encounter you can only get here, meaning you have to grind in one of the smallest areas to get a random encounter.
What were they thinking?
I get Dreadbear eventually.
Okay. I think that's AVGN? I don't know. I haven't seen much of AVGN, but that's Dreadbear is not really that difficult to find. He very much finds you very quickly. In fact, I'm pretty sure he roams around kind of like Seagoon, and going around, you're very likely to run into him. Also, new area, only 2 hours into the game. Bruh. Again, this is mostly just a retouch of FNAF World. We haven't added... most of the new areas are going to be in Part 2. Which, you know, stay tuned for that. Just be grateful we have these new areas, bruh. Though I will say it does kind of feel like a filler area. Just because of how small it is. But hey, things to touch up. You've successfully managed to do two successful pieces of criticism. Well done.
Actually, I'll have it on screen right now when I get him. But for now, we're in the sand area. Everyone's first impressions of the sand area is that it's molten hot lava. And that's exactly what it looks like. You know what this area really needs? A really bad rock sliding puzzle.
Oh, thank God.
For some reason, when you're walking into the rock, it just doesn't move. Most people need to be yelled at to find out what to do. You know what? I don't care, because I don't like these types of puzzles. They're just bad. Anyways, the rock puzzle unlocks...
You know, for someone who says, like, the rock puzzle is just bad... Like, you can obviously not like it, but I wouldn't call it bad. It's something different. I mean, didn't you want different new ideas happening? No? Then why are you complaining about how all the new stuff is only accessible 2 hours in?
The boss, and then you get the key. You know, the key.
Hi, guys.
We're gonna beat Scott, and I'm not doing Halloween DLC. Something weird happened. Security Owl never attacked, and Scott only used alarm. My only theory is that Lawslow just destroyed the AI, because Lawslow occasionally stuns the enemy. It was probably resetting its attack timer, but that doesn't explain why Scott was doing that. I genuinely have no clue why that happened, but hey.
I can give you something. I don't know if it's Lol Slow or Fish Frenzy, but at this current point, the build that's available on the Discord does have Dee Dee's Fish Frenzy act as a stun. Scott's Alarm is more of a passive thing, so he's not actively attacking when he does it. I will say, it's almost certainly going to be nerfed, so I'll give you that. Well done. You've made it up to 3.
Hey, a win's a win. He didn't fourth wall at all. The security owl didn't alarm at all.
And yeah, not doing the Halloween DLC. I wonder why you didn't notice that the Geist Slayer why the Geist Slayer didn't be affected by the lantern.
Either I just got the best luck ever, or something is really wrong with Lolbit. Lolslow either nerfs their AI, or I'm just getting really good luck right now. Got Fan Lad. Immediately, they added encounters to the Halloween DLC area. I thought it was common knowledge that the fights aren't good. There's also 2 new characters. Fan Lad, which you have to...
I thought it was common knowledge that the fights aren't good. Then why are you playing FNAF World? Like, all your things are... You seem to be only either complaining about, oh, there's not enough new content, or, oh, look, new content. Or you're complaining about things that are like that are a thing with the base FNAF world. I don't understand why do you open a book and cry when there are words? I personally love the FNAF world combat, and Refresh makes it better. And no, I'm not biased because I'm a playtester. Shut up.
Walk left in Foxy.exe, and Nightmare Mangle, where you have to do really bad. I didn't know C rank existed, but I gotta get C rank on Foxy Fighters for a mid-tier character.
C rank? Yeah, you gotta get a C rank. A C rank for a C rank character. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
You don't... I appreciate that, but that's not how their bit goes.
The way that Sheikah's Magic Rainbow is significantly easier because it's mapped out. Sheikah's Magic Rainbow is not easier though. I died twice. Anyways, here's the winning run. Oh, okay.
Yep. Not using Mass Slash. No wonder you failed a bunch.
Easiest day of my life.
Yep.
I did it. I did it. You're impressed. I'm impressed. I did that third try. Didn't even switch up my strategy at all, and I still won. Just throwing that out there. Immediately, I need to talk about the main thing I really do not like. The battles are still bad. Why is there a wave system? Halfway through the game, you're just gonna run from every encounter. And if you don't run, they take up so much time. You can get 16 enemies in a row, and there's no way of stopping this. However, the enemies have a chance to give you mini chips, which aren't that good. Most of them are give X effect for X fights, which is really only good if you're doing bosses, because you don't have to worry about the fights running out. Also, I'm throwing it out there, none of the new characters are good. If you look at their attacks, most of them are designed like withered animatronics. And by that, I mean mid-game animatronics. Even the new...
My friend. Mid-game animatronic... Okay, let's just... Okay, first off, the wave system. I've already explained why the wave system is a thing. I will say that the mini chips generally fall under that, which is useful for boss fights. There are a few which are, like, pretty damn good, like force a character encounter, you know, if you want to get more characters.
If you're doing bosses, because you don't have to worry about the fights running out. Also, I'm throwing it out there, none of the new characters are good. If you look at their attacks...
Let's see, Toxic Bite 2, Haunting 2, Mega Pizza, Unscrew 2. That's around Withered Animatronic level, even though Toxic Bite 2, I'm pretty sure, is a something only the Nightmares get. I think it might actually be only Nightmare himself that gets that eventually. And of course, Haunting 2, which is, you know, a full enemy team haunting. I wouldn't call that bad.
Most of them are...
Let's see, Haunting, yeah. Jawbreaker, which is even stronger than Springlocks 2, just inconsistent, and Thriller, which acts as a massive damage plus debuff. So I'd say that's pretty good. And Hallucinate is a confusion mechanic because, you know, the enemies could also attack themselves instead of as well as you. So Salvage is pretty darn good.
Designed like withered animatronics. And by that, I...
Megabyte, you're calling Megabyte a withered animatronic move. Only Fredbear and Nightmare got that in the base game. What do you mean? Endo Army? That's something only the Endoskeletons got, so that's pretty darn good. And Unscrew 2, well, only Withered Bonnie and Nightmare Foxy got those originally. So, I don't know what you're smoking. Though I will say Escape Key is eh. I mean, it's pretty good.
I mean, mid-game animatronics. Even the new Halloween characters aren't good.
Okay, maybe someone didn't actually look at what those do. Let's see. Haunting 2, so there's that full screen haunting. Omega Bite, which applies every debuff. Slasher, which is Slasher, and Buzzsaw, which is, selling on par with only Jacko Chica and Mr. Chipper got originally. So I wouldn't know if I wouldn't call them bad.
Good. I think all of the other ones outclass the new ones. But if I gotta be honest, I would play Refreshed over original FNAF World any day. Most things are improved significantly. So play Refreshed. While it's still basically just FNAF World, it's a slightly better FNAF World. So if you really like FNAF World, you're gonna like this. Wait, what am I saying? I'm banned from the Discord server. I hate FNAF World Refreshed.
Ha! I wonder why you were banned. Ah, well. I probably not in a place to talk about that. Overall, I'd give this critique 2 out of 10. There were a couple of good critiques in there. I wouldn't say anything, but most of it just feels like obligation. Like, it feels like half of it is either wanting more new content, complaining about the new content, uh, and then complaining about how we didn't change much. And then also complaining about things that are, the case in base FNAF World. Because we're making a FNAF World remaster. We don't change that much because we don't want to make an entirely different game. Well, this is certainly content. Thank you for providing me with content. This is Firefly, signing out.